Okay, I wonder if we're finally live. Hopefully we are. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live or? Yes, I think we are. Wonderful. Sorry to keep you waiting. I got lost in the depths of Otemachi station, which I just dashed out of this tunnel. There's so many exits to this station, it's kind of crazy. And it's not a station that I use terribly often, so I had a bit of a challenge today. But welcome to Tokyo, no, we're not in Manhattan, but this looks a bit like Manhattan, doesn't it? But no, we're in Otemachi, which is close to Tokyo Station. Just a few blocks down this way is Tokyo Station. But today I'm planning to walk this way down to the Imperial Palace and then later to Hibiya Koen, because after this stream I actually have a little photo session booked around here, and I kind of want to scout the neighborhood for locations a little bit. So I thought, why not take you guys along for the walk? I'm in New York, can confirm. Yeah, I think if there's one area that looks pretty New Yorkish in Tokyo, well, I guess there's a few. Shinjuku, parts of Shinjuku maybe also looks a little bit like New York. I'm not sure, but I think around here is even more like that. So yeah, Imperial Palace. I won't go inside to the garden area. I will just kind of like explore the outer part here, because I'm not sure if they would let me go inside while streaming. You have to pass a little security checkpoint where they take a look inside your bags, and I'm not sure what kind of policy they have for like streaming and stuff, so I won't even bother trying. It would be so humiliating if they denied me. It's too clean to be New York. Yeah, maybe that's true. I don't know. I haven't been to New York in almost 20 years, but from what I heard, people say that New York is terribly dirty these days, especially people who go there from Japan. I don't know. I didn't really take notice of that when I was in New York, but that was a long time ago, so before I moved to Japan, so my standards were probably quite different back then. So yeah, I'm sure some of you expected me to continue the walk around the Yamanote line today, but I'm quite busy. Look, there's 2 layers of trains. That's pretty cool. Another thing that's pretty cool is that I'm gonna meet one of my long-term viewers later tonight. I'm really looking forward to that. It's Mr. Jeffrey, my coffee guru, and also a very skilled photographer that I finally get the chance to meet up in person. So I'm looking super much forward to that. How's the weather in Tokyo right now? Well, as you can see, it's a blue sky. Finally, it's been kind of mostly gray. I don't know. So the plan for today is to walk down here along the moat and the outskirts of the Imperial Palace, down to Hibiya Park, then maybe continue towards Ginza and do a little weekend stroll through Ginza before I wrap things up. So I think today's walk will be somewhere around an hour and a half in length. So yeah, here's the entrance if you want to go like inside, but I will just explore the outer parts today. Your meeting must be planned at the best coffee place in Tokyo. Not really. I don't know, we're gonna have dinner, so I usually don't drink coffee at night, but who knows, we might have coffee anyway, just for the sake of it. Who knows? Who knows? Duckies, imperial ducks maybe. Maybe the ducks are also part of the imperial family. Who knows? "200 viewers. Thanks everybody for tuning in." Here's a group of people making paintings. Beautiful. They're very skilled. At least way more skilled than I am. You see this quite often in Japan, like groups of people, usually slightly older people, gathering together to paint together. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a very nice thing to do. Thank you for the super chat, Brad. Thank you. Funds to impress Jeffrey at the traditional Japanese coffee shop. Thank you, Starbucks. I don't think we will go to Starbucks. But anyway, thank you so much, Brad. Thank you. This is the Palace Hotel, I think. Yeah. Palace Hotel, one of the fanciest hotels in Tokyo, I would guess. At least I know that some royal people tend to stay there when they visit Japan. Courtney, am I ready for you to arrive? Yeah. Have you booked a trip yet? I'm super much looking forward to see you as well in Tokyo. Running around the Imperial Palace together. For those of you who didn't know, this loop around the Imperial Palace is a very popular jogging route. I think it's 5 kilometers, one lap. So, and it's mostly relatively wide sidewalks. So, yeah. As you can see here, the air is actually a little bit hazy today. Not sure about the air quality. Are we going to Coffee Person today? That's a good question. Can some of you maybe check if he's there? If he is, maybe I should stop by and say hi to him. Doesn't look good for air quality. Let me check. What's the Tokyo air quality like today? Oh, well, according to this app that I'm using, it's not too bad. It's like 45. Much better than Beijing and Seoul, that's for sure. But LA and Paris are better. Beautiful day. Yeah, it is. It is a nice day. I've been spending the first half of today, I was spending it with my daughter outside playing in the sun. It was a lot of fun. She was in a very good mood today. She's getting so talkative now. It's crazy. It's crazy. The moat walk is also good for sakura. Yeah, at least some parts of it. Over like that side we have Chidori Gafuchi, which is one of the most popular cherry blossom viewing spots in Tokyo, I think. It's a pretty nice spot. Oh, and here they're pruning the trees. have an entry for Brisbane. No, but let me look it up for you. You can basically search for any place all over the world. It's a pretty nice app actually, IQ Air, in case you're interested. Let me see what it says about Brisbane. Australia. Brisbane has good air quality today. It says 11. So you can breathe safely today. Jenny. Yeah, there are some pretty nice views around here. Of course, down here we have the Marunouchi district where Coffee Person is usually located. Tokyo Station is just down there as well. Maybe if we go down here we can actually get a quite nice view of Tokyo Station from here. Nice symmetrical view all the way down to Tokyo Station. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's Tokyo Station with some construction going on right behind it, I guess. How do you talk to your daughter? In English or Japanese? Almost or never English actually. I try to speak as much Swedish as possible with her, but since she always responds in Japanese, that's what feels most natural. So yeah, maybe like 50-50 Swedish and Japanese. English is something we will save for later to kind of make any active effort to teach her that. Not sure if I've ever walked around here on a stream before. This area is quite nice actually. You can really feel like the Tokyo, like it's one iconic view of Tokyo, one out of many. It's very different from, say, the feeling you get when you walk in Shinjuku. Here you have like these mostly kind of anonymous looking high-rise buildings on one side, and then you have the traditional beautiful buildings that are part of the Imperial Palace estate. And then of course you have all this open space, which is a bit of a luxury in a city like Tokyo. Do you like to eat in kaiten sushi restaurant? Not really, I prefer not kaiten sushi, like regular sushi restaurants. Right now there's a bit of a scandal regarding kaiten sushi. There's been like some viral videos of people doing like disgusting things at kaiten sushi restaurants. So right now I would, but basically I don't think I've had like kaiten sushi since pre-pandemic times, but I doubt I will ever have it again actually. But even if I go to a kaiten sushi place, I rarely take pieces off the conveyor belt. I prefer to order things because when they're on the conveyor belt, you don't know for how long they've been like spinning around there. And more than once I've actually been a bit funky in my stomach after having kaiten sushi. So yeah, I'm not very attracted to that these days. It's beautiful here, isn't it? Look at this. Yeah, Sushiro was the restaurant that had some stupid person doing stupid things. Not that it matters. I think if it can happen at one kaiten sushi, it could happen at any kaiten sushi place. 今日綺麗ですね。そう、綺麗ですよ。この辺あんまり来ないけど。でも広くて気持ちいい。You can go inside the palace. Not the palace, no, but you can go inside a part of the garden. Which is open to the public, but I'm not going there today. Sunset sky there is gorgeous. Yeah, I think so. We will actually do the photo shoot around here, just around sunset time. So I think it's gonna be very good place for photos. It's a 1 hour session with a family from, I think they're from New York. So that'll be fun. There's a Starbucks inside. No, I don't think there's a Starbucks inside the garden. I think there's a Starbucks somewhere around here though. Maybe over there. Somewhere there's a Starbucks, but as far as I know, there's no Starbucks inside. Is there a Nordic community in Japan? Yeah, there's a bit of a Nordic community here. We have the embassies organizing various kind of events, and the Chamber of Commerces, and there's also a place called Nordic House Japan that does a lot of like cultural and commercial events. A lot of great stuff actually. So yeah, there's a bit of a Nordic community. I'm not terribly involved in it, but sometimes. I mean, I do photography assignments for the embassy every once in a while, and of course, as someone from Sweden who has lived here for quite a long time, I tend to know other Swedes with a similar life story. It's -30 where I live. Oh yeah, Sharon. Then you're somewhere up in the far north, I guess. Because in the south of Sweden it usually doesn't get that cold. It's a pretty nice place to hang out around here, but you see how much open space. I think this is mostly designed for like to accommodate a ton of tour buses. It can get really busy here, or at least it could before the pandemic. Not sure about now, if it ever gets super busy. Oh, Justin, yes, you tried sake for the first time back in September. You finally opened the second bottle, cheap salaryman sake. And the high-end sake is much better. Ah, good. Good that you realized that. Yeah, I think cheap sake can be really disgusting actually. But the good sake is, on the other hand, very tasty. I prefer good sake over good wine myself. There's any yearly event around here? Not Nothing that I can think of the top of my head, no. I think if there's any events, it's probably inside. I don't think there's any events here, but maybe I'm wrong. Please let me know if I am. So down there is Hibiya Park, so that will be the next stop on today's walk. Then we will see if I have time to head towards Jurakju and Ginza as well. We'll see. No pink shorts today, no. It's warmer than I expected, but still I dressed more like wintry, like, you know, wearing coats, knit, jeans. Why don't I stream on Twitch? So far I haven't seen any good reason for me to do so. I have the impression Twitch audience is not one that I would enjoy that much. Emperor's birthday. Yeah, but I don't think it's here. If they have some gathering for that, it's not in this space here. Jenny, thank you. Snack to keep you going. 7-Eleven rice bowl. Thank you, thank you. I actually had a Lawson rice bowl earlier today with wakame. He's wearing pink shorts behind his trouser. Ah, you got me there. Yeah. I didn't think you would know what I was wearing under. But of course, not much is a secret to my most dedicated long-term viewers. Have I been to see sumo in person? Not an actual fight, no. I've been to the morning practice at one of the sumo stables. I went there for a photography assignment a couple of years ago. That was fun. I would actually really like to go and watch proper sumo at some point, though. It's one of those Japan bucket list things that I think I would actually enjoy. But so far, no. English matter for good job, good salary? I don't think so. Not so much in Japan. It doesn't seem like English is valued as highly as I think it should be in this country. But I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the Japanese labor market, as I've never had a normal job in Japan. Okay, Zen, will you pay for my trip? Then I'll consider it. Wind is getting stronger, really. It's not terribly windy, but a little bit maybe. Maybe there's some gusts coming every once in a while. Sounds like tea is hiking Fuji. Really? Is the wind noise that loud? It's not terribly windy or anything. Just a little bit of wind. So let's take a look at the view here and then let's head down to Hibiya Park. And that's the Hibiya Midtown building over there. Relatively new shopping and office building. The Megane view, that's down here, right? Or no? Fortunately, we can't even go out on this bridge. I think usually this bridge is open though, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Am I worried about Taiwan? No. It's nothing that I pay much attention. Gravel sounds like eating cereal, so really. Ah, down here we have a Megane view, yeah. Bridge is accessible. I don't know, it feels like there's a little bit more police and guards than usual around here. So maybe the Imperial family is here right now, maybe there's something going on, maybe they're heading somewhere, I don't know. Or maybe it's always like this. I really don't know. I don't come here that often. Bit of an iconic view, as you can tell, because of all the people taking photos right here. Spring in Japan and summer in Sweden. Yes, I think summer is the only time of the year when I don't like Japan. And it's almost the only time of the year when I really like Sweden. So that's why I usually go to Sweden in the summers. But other than summer, the rest of the year is very nice here in Japan. It's like a lovely day. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little bit hazy, but not complaining. It's been like so many grey days. I was planning to stream yesterday and the day before yesterday too, but the weather was just so depressing. I really don't enjoy streaming when it's like grey and cold. But days like this are wonderful. 今日も配信ありがとうございます。どういたしまして。見てくれてありがとうございました。 let's head out to Hibiya Park, which I believe I can reach by heading down this way. Wind noise is pretty bad. That's a bit surprising. Like, yeah, it's not very windy. It's me, you know. Thank you. Thanks for this amazing walk. Much needed on this Friday night. Thank you so much. So apparently my Japanese viewers are pointing out that this is almost the Emperor's birthday. Would you mind visiting Wadabori Park? Where is Wadabori Park? I know a place called Wadabori Koen, but that's in Suginami-ku. Where is Wadabori Koen here? Let me check the map. To Kokyo Mae Hiroba. それはどこ？あの辺？Sorry, Yamaguchi-san. I'll head down to Hibiya Coin. Shadow reveal. Yeah. That has been revealed plenty of times on this channel. Even more than just the shadow as well. That's Hibiya Park over there. It's a park that I don't visit terribly often, but it's actually, my wife did a photo shoot there not too long ago, and she was very pleasantly surprised. She said it had lots of good backdrops. So I plan to do a part of today's shoot there as well. So I want to kind of scout the area a little bit beforehand. Hey, so Courtney, sorry, I don't know if you replied to my question, but have you booked a trip to Tokyo yet? Would be interesting to know when you're coming here in that case. Tokyo is your favorite park? I have to say my favorite park is Kinuta-koen, which is where I went today with my daughter. And it's mostly my favorite park because it's my daughter's favorite park. No, but it's a very nice park. It's beautiful and it's also pretty close to where we live. But I also enjoy Yoyogi from time to time. It used to be the place where I always met my friends for picnics and stuff when I was new to Japan and the first couple of years. But yeah, Tokyo has plenty of nice parks actually. I also go to Futakotamagawa Koen quite often for obvious reasons, and it's also a very nice park. Beginning of next month. Great. Yes, Courtney, please send me the details. And thank you, Old School Bible. Beautiful skies. Great job, sir. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, here you can see we are here now. We started down here and walked kind of along the moat here and then down. So now I will walk around Hibiya Park a little bit, and then we'll see if I have time to go to either like Marunouchi area or maybe Ginza. But I don't have a ton of time today, so we'll see. Okinawa, please. Yeah, happy. If you pay my trip there, I'll do what I can. Let's climb this little hill. Todoroki Ravine is also wonderful. Yeah, it's not, well, I guess it depends on how you define a park, but of course that's one of my favorite places in Tokyo as well. Yes. Shinrin-koen. I've actually never been there. It's very far from where I live. Shinrin-koen is up in the western parts of Saitama, right? I've never been that far up in Saitama, I think. Has anyone recognized you just from your voice? Actually, there was, I don't know if you remember or if you even watched that stream, but about a month and a half ago, there was one guy who came up to me. Not when I was streaming. I was just walking around with a family who I was doing a photo shoot with. And this guy was like, "Hey, are you Tokyo Explorer?" And he said he recognized my voice. So yeah, that's the only time, I think. Wow, there's some event going on here. Can you hear the music? What's the park with the lake and the swan boats? There are so many parks with lakes and swan boats, but I think the most famous one is Inokashira-koen, close to Kichioji. And yeah, that's also one of the nicest parks in Tokyo, if you ask me. Nice with these tennis courts here. Yeah, here in Hibiya Park there are often events actually. Almost every weekend I think there's some sort of food festival or cultural event here. So that's probably where the music is coming from. I knew you liked Base Hunter. Wait, Base, who's that? I think, isn't that the Swedish dude? I don't remember. But I think it's something I don't like. Are you just streaming through an iPhone? Yes, I'm just streaming through an iPhone. He's good at imitating EDM. We need him to record a record. Yeah, it can be the B-side of my interpretation of Yobikomi-kun, which will be released on a very limited edition 7-inch vinyl soon. And thank you, 300 people watching now. Just past the 300 limit. Great. Botten Anna, yeah. That old song. Yeah. No, I'm not a fan, but kind of ironically, me and my friends, when that song came out, me and my friend was kind of like always joking about it for a while. Nice playground here. I should actually come here with Mini Explorer maybe. Let's see if we can maybe do a little beer break. There's a little kiosk here and I feel like having a beer. Let's see if we can make that happen while we enjoy this crappy music. Let's see, hopefully this won't give me a copyright strike. Is this guy selling beer? Oh, this is an old kiosk. ビールありますか？はい。お願いします。これとあ、じゃあキリンで。キリンで。はい。いくらですか？350円。はい。サービス。ありがとうございます。はいどうも。はいどうも。350 yen, and he even threw in some snacks. Oh, nice. Oh, Katrina, thank you so much for your long-term support. Wonderful. It's very nice of you. So let's do a little beer break. There's a nice little pond over here. Let's see if we can find a seat there maybe. This kiosk is like a destination in itself actually. It's one of the oldest and most Boro places like that I've seen in a long time. It's probably just the sake talking. Today's stream is nothing special, or at least not in my opinion, but good to hear. Always good to hear when people enjoy watching my streams. That always makes me happy. So yeah, let's maybe sit down here and have a little beer break while we watch the sunlight getting warmer and warmer. Beer break time. Let me just dig out my little tripod. Yeah, it's nice. I do enjoy the fact that it's pretty easy to buy a beer. Pretty easy and undramatic to buy beers here in Japan, most places. Kanpai! Skål! So, just 300 viewers when I started my beer break. Let's see how many we lose during the 5 minutes it will take for me to finish this. Okay, Yamaguchi-san, enjoy your walk. Where are you going today? Which part of town? Let's have some snacks with the beer. Kanpai! Yes, Daniel and Yuka, thanks for joining. Did you see my tweet about the cat latte? Buying beer across the children's playground. Yeah, in Sweden, sorry, in Japan, there's nothing wrong about that. It's totally fine. I know that some of my viewers almost seem to get a bit offended if I drink a beer at a playground, but In Japan, it's not a big deal. I recently discovered that chuhai are a thing. What do you think of some of them? When I was younger, I used to drink a lot of chuhai. These days, I'm pretty weak when it comes to alcohol. Chuhais are great for getting drunk, but not so much else, I would say. I prefer beer. But it can be nice. Like when I go to Okinawa, for example, I really enjoy to drink like shikuasa flavored chuhai. That's very tasty. Do you enjoy the sound of these things in my mouth? Was it due to Japanese are being more responsible while consuming beers? I don't know. I kind of agree with what Matthew says. Places where drinking laws are draconian and restrictive seem to have more problems. Yeah, I think so. Here in Japan, it's okay to drink, and I mean, some people are maybe having like problems with drinking too much, but I think that's pretty much universal. It's very rare to see people getting like aggressive or behaving badly because of alcohol here in Japan. So people have manners here, even when they're drunk. And I like that. Get some Okinawan soba and goya shampoo. Yes, I love those things. I had it a lot when I was in Okinawa last month, 2 months ago. Are these the wasabi flavored ones? No, these are not. The wasabi flavored ones are really nice. These are just kind of like salty, not sweet. Yeah, will I start an ASMR channel now? Yeah. Maybe there will be another channel where I whisper all the time and eat crunchy snacks. Does Japan have an issue? Depends on how you define an issue, but those things are not so common in Japan, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. In the West, there's like so many problems everywhere, like shootings, drug addicts, a lot of things like that. And fortunately, those things are very uncommon, or not something we like notice very often here in Japan. And that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of having a hard time moving back to Sweden, having to deal with those kind of social problems a lot. It's not so nice. Yeah, maybe I should start an ASMR snack review channel. I'll think about it. Did I tell you that I bought a bicycle like a week ago, 2 weeks ago? An electrical one. I love it so much. It's so much fun to ride. Where am I now? I'm in Hibiya Park, next to the Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace, where I started the stream, is over there, behind these trees. Now I'm in Hibiya Park, which is here. And then my plan is to head down to either Marunouchi or Ginza and walk around there for a little while before wrapping up today's stream. Or maybe, I think another half an hour or so. Kind of bike. A pretty normal electrical bicycle made by Panasonic. Panasonic is one of the big electrical bicycle producers here in Japan. Let me show you. Well, it's not super easy to see maybe, but this is what it looks like. It's so much fun to ride, I really enjoy it. Meet a new me. This is what it costs if I were to buy a new one, but I got it used but in very good condition for about half that price, so pretty good deal in my opinion. So yeah, who knows, maybe I will start. I'm actually thinking about doing bicycle streams now because I really enjoy riding that bike, so it would be a lot of fun if I could figure out a good way to take you along for the ride. No, it doesn't have a baby seat, but my wife has an electrical bicycle with a baby seat, so that's the one we use to take Mini Explorer to the nursery every morning. But that bike is not fun to ride at all. It's very, very heavy and bulky, and yeah. You would need text-to-speech. Well, if I were to start live streaming, I wouldn't really do much interaction with you viewers. Only like when I take a break or something like that. But, well, I would not really involve myself in the chat as much as I do when I'm walking. Don't stream and bike with a gimbal. Oh yeah? Does that drain the battery faster than when you walk? The battery of the gimbal or the battery of the phone? Or I don't really see how biking could affect things. But no, I don't think. Like I'm trying to figure out how to do it technically. Like if I were to figure out a way to mount the phone on the bike, it would be super bumpy anyway. So that would not be very nice to watch. So I might have to invest in like a GoPro or something that has a good stabilization, and then connect that to the Wi-Fi to my phone and then stream from the phone or something like that. I need to look into it, but because I don't think there's any like dampened or stabilized phone mounts for bicycles, and I'm definitely not gonna hold my gimbal while bicycling. Oh, Linley Jane will be in Tokyo in a week and a half. Great, welcome, welcome, welcome. Never knew Panasonic was also producing bikes. Yeah, Panasonic, Bridgestone and Yamaha are actually the biggest brands of bicycles here in Japan. E-bikes. I don't think they are selling any of them abroad. I think they're only for the domestic market actually, but they're very affordable and very good quality. Back in the clay, okay, yeah, maybe GoPro is not a good idea then. I'll look into it. I thought the iPhone stabilizes video. Yeah, but it's within reason. And the bike I have is not dampened at all, and it's actually very shaky. So I'm pretty sure the iPhone won't be able to make anything, any pleasant imagery from that without some additional stabilization. Anyway, I finished my beer. Let's continue the walk. Didn't finish the nuts though. Does the bike have a hill assist feature? Not sure. What's that? I think I usually use it in the auto mode, and then it detects if I'm on a slope and it will increase the assistance when I'm going uphill. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Yes, there are trash cans here. Wonderful. Yeah, maybe I'll need to get started into modding my electrical bike. Let's see. I'm sure there are some good resources online on how to do live streaming from a bicycle in a way that makes sense. It automatically adds power when you're on a slope. Yeah, that's how the assistance works. The only thing is that here in Japan, e-bikes have a relatively low speed limit, so all the assistance is getting switched off when you're going 25 kilometers per hour or faster. So Ray asking, did you ever hear about the tourism job from that guy who drank with his students? No, you mean the guy I met when I was in Ueno, right? No, I never heard back from him. Maybe I could ask Virtual Japan. Yeah. However, he's using like an electrical scooter, right? I think it's a little bit different. But yeah, I might ask him. But also he uses a lot of custom equipment. Like he even uses his own like streaming app that he programmed himself. So it's not things that I can get my hands on very easily. Where are we today? Spaghetti meatballs. So we are now in Hibiya Park. I started the walk on the east side of the Imperial Palace. Now I walk down to Hibiya Park. And the next stop will be probably Marunouchi. Don't have that much time. Going all the way to Ginza and then having to go back here is a little bit too far maybe.妻はね、大学生の頃スウェーデンで留学生した。その時スウェーデンの学びました。It's an old runestone. Why is this here? Aha! Interesting. It's about that Scandinavian Airlines opened the air route between Japan and Europe over the North Pole back in 1957. Yeah, that's right. And presented this stone in commemoration 10 years later. I see. I didn't know, but that's kind of funny that there's a bit of a Scandinavian link here in Hibiya Park. There we go. Cool. Am I near Hibiya Mitsui Tower? Not sure which tower that is. This is the Hibiya Midtown. And here's the cute little pond. No swan boats here, which is extremely rare. Extremely rare with some water but no swan boats. But it has to be of a certain size in order to have swan boats, and I think this little pond is probably too small. But yeah, that's pretty cool actually that SAS was the first airline to fly directly between Japan and Scandinavia, or Japan and Europe. Another t-shirt idea, an outline of swan boats. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. My photo shoot's starting in another hour from now, which is a little bit of a shame. It would be nice if it was right now, because this light is really perfect. Why does Tokyo look like a mishmash of Western cities? You think so? I strongly disagree. I don't think that Tokyo looks like Western cities at all. Maybe some parts of Tokyo does, but certainly not the residential areas in Tokyo. They look very distinctly Japanese to me. And also the most part of the city center don't look particularly Western. Ginza and maybe some other neighborhoods do to some extent, but they are the exceptions to the rule. Sadly, I mean, I generally really enjoy Western cities. I think they're beautiful, and I think Tokyo in daylight is not a particularly beautiful city. Oh, I'm starting to get like some hiccups. It's not good. Oh, look, here's a nice little cone collection. Ray, are you taking notes? Let's dash. Let's do one of the famous TE dash. The street light is turning red. I don't want to get stuck. So to give you a bit of perspective, we started the walk down there. towards the Marunouchi district. Through Akasaka. Sorry, not so much time. So Marunouchi it is. A little bit of a Marunouchi walk before I wrap things up. But things are getting a bit windy here, I feel. Probably it's birukaze, wind created by the buildings around here. Let's hope it's not too windy. So Marunouchi, yes, Marunouchi it is. Akasaka is a little bit too far. How the bus tours are cool. Yeah, I've never been on one, but they're quite popular. Yes. People don't eat dogs in Japan. What kind of stupid question is that? Beer kaze, yeah, that would be something. That would be my kind of kaze. Biru kaze. Not biru kaze, biru kaze. Beer wind. It's the wind that happens when you open a beer can too quickly. No, let's not go this way. Let's Marunouchi. Let's go down and see if coffee person is around. Is there a myth that people eat dogs in Japan? I've never heard that. Yes, in Korea you can do it, but it's not very common. But it's probably possible in Korea. Is it cold? That's a very... that's relative. I don't think it's cold today. It's currently 11 degrees. For February, I do not consider 11 degrees cold. A lot of Westerners think Asian is one monolithic culture. Yeah, but those are stupid people. Coffee person is in New York. I see. Yeah, that's why you were talking about New York. I see. Okay. Yeah, someone probably mentioned it in the chat earlier today. I didn't see it though. But okay, so no coffee person. No coffee person break today. Then what shall we do? I have about 10 more minutes before I need to wrap up today's stream. coffee person have a channel too? He does not have a channel. He has an Instagram, and you should definitely subscribe to his channel or his Instagram. You should follow his Instagram. Sorry, I can't even think straight. But I'm sure someone will post a link to his Instagram in the chat soon. Or I think it's his Instagram is like Coffee Person Tokyo or something like that. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Yes, if you ever come to Tokyo and you visit Coffee Person, then say hi to him from me. But yeah, then I don't really know where to go, and it's a little bit too sad here in the shade. It's not that inspiring to walk here right now. This is probably the worst time of the day in Marunouchi. When it gets dark, it will be beautiful because of all the lights, and when it's sunny, it's also a very nice place. But now, when it's all in the shade, it looks a little bit sad. Is this going to Tokyo Station? Yes, if I continue walking, I will end up at Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station is a little bit further on the right down here. But I'm not gonna go there because I'm meeting my client in Hibiya Park soon. So I don't want to go all the way to Tokyo Station and then have to walk all the way back again. What's this? Is this a rival to Tokyo Coffee Person? It's another little coffee wagon though. Kind of a cute one. Blend coffee. Straight coffee. Butter coffee. Butter cocoa. Butter cocoa sounds good. I'm not sure how I feel about butter in my coffee though. Even though I know it was a trend among cool people a couple of years ago. I don't think I've ever tried it myself though. Van Wars, yeah, kinda. Although Coffee Person is quite far down, so they're not super close to each other, which is a good thing. How you want, chum? Try tea. We won't tell Coffee Person. Nah, I've actually already had 3 cups of coffee today. And I don't really want another one. I mean, I would probably buy one if Coffee Person was here, just to kind of show my support. But I don't really feel an urge to have more coffee. Do you ever like avocado toast? Can't say I don't really have avocado toast very often. I can't even think of a single time when I've had it. I like avocado on my burgers, and I like pineapple on my pizzas, but I'm not really an avocado toast kind of person. I think it's just not something that's offered at the places I usually go. It's me, fun to go back and try the other coffee van. Hibiya Marunouchi 銀座の雰囲気がいいですね。そうですね。悪くないですね。結構なんか都会が感じているこの辺。 I like avocados in general, so I wouldn't mind it on a toast. It's just that avocado toast is not very common in Japan, I think. I can't think of a single place that I've seen selling it. I'm not a true millennial. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. What age bracket are millennials anyway? When were you born? Am I not a little bit too old to be a millennial? I don't know if I qualify. I was born 82. Here's the old... I think this used to be an old bank, but now it's something else. And a bit of a tourist destination. Seeing burger options with avocado on it, but it does not work for me. I see, yeah. I always order it. Somehow it makes me feel a little bit less guilty about myself. It feels like I'm kind of tricking myself. Oh look, a wedding couple. This area is a very popular district for wedding photos, especially that big street in front of Tokyo Station. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it feels like I'm kind of tricking myself and telling myself that, oh, if I just put a little bit of avocado on this big chunk of junk food, then it will not be as unhealthy, which is of course a lie, because unhealthy food is still unhealthy, even if you put something that's so healthy on top of it. May there be peace in the world. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? '81 to '96. Okay, so then I'm just on the border to being a millennial. What I don't know. I'm in front of this red brick Mitsubishi building. 1894. I am pretty sure that means this building dates back that long. I wonder if it survived the war, or if this is just a kind of replica. I think it might be actually more or less the original building. I think I've read that somewhere. Maybe I've even written that somewhere myself. But anyway, I'm kind of just rambling and being confused and not knowing where to go now. So I think that's a sign that I should just wrap things up, and the suffering. Have a little bit of downtime before my photo session starts. This whole area used to be red brick buildings. Yeah, that must have been so nice. Like, pre-war Tokyo must have been so lovely. I mean, it's still pretty lovely, but I think it was even lovelier in many ways, at least visually, before the war. Anyway, yes, I will leave you here with this nice juxtaposition of new and old. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been great, and I think if everything goes well and the weather is kind with me on Monday, I will try to do a stream on Monday. Maybe wrap up the Yamanote Line Loop adventure. But I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. You know where to find me. You know where to follow me in order to stay updated. Twitter, Patreon, or the community page here on YouTube. That's where I will post as soon as I know when the next stream will happen. Okay, thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye! Hej då! Auf Wiedersehen und Matane!